Open the door. Open the door. I'm the superintendent. The police officers are here.
How many times is it going off now?
3. Let's both call in sick and stay in bed all day.
Sounds nice. Oh, I gotta be at the airport in an hour.
What for?
The big boss is flying in from China today. Dave and I are gonna go say hello.
Just hello?
Company protocol. Plus, it's not every day I get to hang out with one of the richest people in the world.
I never knew you were so ambitious.
Oh, well, I believe it was Napoleon that said, ambition is a sign of great character.
Was that before or after he was put on a deserted island and left to die?
All right, smart ass.
Your coffee?
Hey, good morning. A provisional order for extradition.
Feng Xiaozhou.
According to the flight's manifesto, she's landing here before getting a connecting flight to Mexico. The RCMP plan on arresting her when she gets off that plane.
Good morning. Is that Jane in?
Okay, when would the building permits be issued? I see. Can you tell me which companies have made applications? One sec.
The RCMP just arrested the CFO of Wajing
Where?
at the airport.
I'm gonna call you back.
Cancel all my meetings and get a message to the Minister of Foreign Affairs. Now!
没想到会发生这种事，我们也是第一次碰到。
那加拿大总理为什么不揭露啊？他不是跟中国很友好吗？他老爸当年是第一个跟咱们中国建交的，也是中国的老朋友了。
都怪该死的美国佬。
不管怎么说，加拿大政府事先是应该知道美国要求引渡这件事儿的，他们为什么不事先通告一声呢？就算现在他给司法部长打个电话，也能摆平这件事儿啊。
他现在呢，可能不太方便，不好直接出面。不过老冯，我们已经向加拿大和美国政府都提出了诉求，要他们解释逮捕的理由，并且马上释放冯小忠。
外交手段没有用，这次他要抓我女儿，那就是冲咱们中国来的，这对我们已经取得的和即将要做的事情构成了极大的威胁。
老冯，你别激动，我们已经考虑了几种应对方案，除非他们马上释放你女儿，并且道歉，否则我们不会善罢甘休的，好吧？好，老冯。告诉媒体，中国政府和华兴没有任何关系，你本人也不会接受党的指令，这点很重要。
好，
还有，你保持冷静，不要把愤怒带出这个门。
好吧。
You wanted to see me?
Yes. Give me the Coles notes on Feng Xiaozhou.
She's married, has a family, 2 houses here in Vancouver, but she primarily lives in China. Her father, Feng Zifei, was a military engineer for the People's Liberation Army. He started Huaxing. The company now outranks Apple and Ericsson in manufacturing smartphones and other related technology. But they screwed up. Huaxing is linked to Skycom, which has been doing business in Iran.
We have no sanctions on Iran. Why the hell do we care?
Because the Americans do. Every industrialized country in the world is developing a cyber division in their military. It's faster, easier, and ultimately cheaper to achieve power through cyber technology than it is to build traditional military weapons. Huaxing is a key player in the Chinese Communist Party's Made in China 2025 strategy, part of which is to dominate the world on the high-end tech side. The Chinese government has helped the company form partnerships in other countries, invest billions in research and development, and file thousands of patents worldwide. In short, Huaxing is their Trojan horse.
Doesn't your boyfriend work for Huaxing?
He's vice president of public relations here in Vancouver.
What does he have to say about all of this?
I haven't had time to ask him yet.
Well, maybe you should.
I'm sorry?
I think you should take the lead on this story.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Why not?
There are plenty of other people who have way more experience than I do.
You know the terrain better than most, and you're a good writer.
My grandma and aunt live in China. My parents are visiting them right now. I don't want to put them in danger.
Jane, I appreciate your concern about family, but we're here to report the truth. Do you really want someone else to do that while you sit on the sidelines?
I should have stayed in government. There'd be fewer messes like this to clean up.
The Vanity Fair days are over for Tremblay. But remember, our life in China, our children's career, all depend on your diplomacy.
As if I needed more pressure. As soon as I get this cleared up, I'm flying to Ottawa.
We'll be waiting for you.
With a good stiff drink in hand, I hope. Love you.
Love you, dear.
Mr. McAvoy, what are you going to do to ensure Feng Xiaozhou is released?
You understand, we are in an uncomfortable position because we have an extradition treaty with the Americans.
Huaxin is the most important company in the world. It has benefited many countries, including Canada.
Oh, I'm well aware of Huaxin's presence in my country and the benefits it's provided for universities and businesses.
Good. Then you understand that whatever the Americans are claiming is a lie.
I won't argue with you on that point, but by law, we cannot look into or rule on the Americans' legal case.
Our president is furious about the situation.
My wife is Chinese. Our sons are married to Chinese women. For years, I was a member of parliament representing a riding where 40% of the voters are Chinese. The government of Canada wants strong ties with China. That's why they sent me to be the ambassador. So I will fight to see that this situation is rectified. I can assure you that what's best for Canada is to maintain and build its relationship with China.
I appreciate your desire to help. The only way to correct this betrayal is to see that Feng Xiaozhou is released immediately.
Hello.
小周，
爸，我从来没遭受过这种羞辱。
他们逼我在所有犯人面前脱光衣服，穿上囚服。那些跟我关在一起的女犯人非常可怕，他们不知道我是谁，还觉得我是难民或妓女。
你受苦了，小周。
我一切都是按你说的做的，怎么就……
现在我就像个普通刑事犯一样，被关在这里。
小周，你先忍一忍。这事儿，国家领导也都知道了。我们正在想办法，坚强一点啊。
Hey, where are you?
This don't work. Things got kind of crazy around here.
So I heard. You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Hey, are you on the story?
No, not really.
Yeah, probably a good thing, right? Hey, I gotta go. Okay.
Okay, bye.
Word is Feng's hiring every lawyer in town.
Should make for a good show. Doesn't change the argument or her chances.
Yeah, I don't know. Any one of them makes more in a month than I do in a year.
High-priced lawyers and Chinese politics aside, we oppose bail and make sure she stays put. This is Canada, not communist China. Your Honor, Ms. Feng is an extremely wealthy woman. She has the means and can afford to get from here to China at a moment's notice. She also has very few meaningful ties to this jurisdiction. In fact, Ms. Feng spends most of her time in China, which, as you're well aware of, does not have an extradition treaty with Canada or the United States of America. If she were to make her way to China, we would have no means to ensure her return. Therefore, due to the fact of being a flight risk, the Crown is asking that her bail be denied as of today.
Your Honor, my client believes that fleeing the country would bring dishonor upon her family, Washington, and China. She poses no flight risk whatsoever.
As Ms. Fang also owns 2 homes in Vancouver, has ties to the community, and no criminal record in Canada, I'm inclined to release her. But I will spend some time on the plan of supervision. So I will reserve my decision until our next court date. Thank you.
中央想就此事做一个战略评估，大家先做一个情况简报吧。
简单的说，冯小舟被抓，已经在国际上引发了极大的反响。如果事态发展下去的话，势必会削弱我们多年的努力。
那加拿大大使是怎么说的呀？
他是站在我们这边的。不过，他似乎不是很清楚到底发生了什么事。我感觉他们的手脚似乎被所谓的法律条文给束缚住了。
那加拿大和美国方面有可能让步吗？
原来我们以为只有川普在和我们过不去，可是现在我们发现，他们的司法部、贸易代表、五角大楼、中情局，几乎整个美国都在跟我们对着干。我希望加拿大不要学美国。我认为美国不会取消引渡的要求的。在伊朗问题上，加拿大没有站在美国这边。我想在这方面，加拿大总理，我们的那个老朋友，是可以做点什么的。
对，目前的局势呢，已经给我们造成了很大的伤害。如果冯小舟被引渡的话，那后果将更是灾难性的。那样的话，美国人会得到他们想要的，会给世界各国提供了一个拒绝华兴的理由，而且美国还会实现他们在网络空间的主导地位。
对美国采取行动并不是一件容易的事儿啊，就像我们总不能一只手去跟人家握手，而另一只手再跟人家掰手腕吧。尤其是在中美贸易谈判的关键时刻呀。看来我们也只能是在加拿大方面动动脑筋了。
没错，我们先不应该管美国，而是对加拿大施压，柿子要捡软的捏。这样的话呢，也会给在中间摇摆不定的那些国家发出个信号，跟我们对着干，没有好果子吃。
对，好，我同意。
我这里有几个可以诬告他们在中国实施间谍活动的加拿大人的名单，我们可以用来对加国施压。
这些都是加拿大华裔吗？
不是，加籍华人没人会在乎，这些都是白人。
Michael Freeman，他是加拿大的前外交官，现在在为一个国际危机组织撰稿。
Jeremy Spader 是个商人，和北朝鲜有些关系。
好，这样中央一定会满意。好，也能让那个加拿大总理清醒一点。
Tell me your truth. Are you a spy?
No.
Who are you working for?
No one.
You collect information for FBI?
No.
Be honest. Are you a spy?
What's it saying?
你最近没在练习你国语。
I got hired for my good looks, not my language skills.
You know, these papers are backed by the Chinese Communist Party. It's not unusual. The CCP funds news companies abroad, Chinese student associations, cultural and community groups. It's their way of controlling the message with fake news.
Which in this case is what?
That Feng is a visionary whose human rights have been taken away. There's also one about the 2 Canadians they just arrested. They're being linked in a spy scandal, as if we're attacking China from all sides.
Oh, they're probably right. Oh, come on, just because these papers get funded by the Chinese government doesn't mean they don't count. Every news outlet is funded by some sort of entity with its own interests.
Nobody's ever stopped me from telling the truth.
So you think. Anyway, unless it's the answer to a few math questions or a cancer diagnosis, there aren't too many ways to find the truth. And anything else is like shining a light into the fog, right?
Ms. Feng Xiaozhou, I am releasing you on bail forthwith. You will be released on a number of conditions, including that you wear an ankle bracelet, that you surrender your passports to the court, that you stay in Vancouver and its suburbs and confine yourself to one of your 2 Vancouver homes with a curfew set from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. Bail is set at $10 million, $7 million in cash and $3 million in sureties.
Miss Feng, can I ask you a few questions? Miss Feng. I want the story. Have you heard of an American engineer named Jackson Toth?
Who?
In 2012, he was found hanging in his apartment in Singapore. The authorities ruled it suicide, but his family believes he was murdered to cover up Huaxing's theft of American technology. There was an independent autopsy that stated that he had undergone a violent struggle before he died. No one was ever charged.
Jesus, I have enough to worry about. Smart people get depressed too, just like the rest of us.
Okay, how about a scientist named Cheng Shumeng? Ever heard of him?
Doesn't ring a bell.
He was a professor of physics at USF. The Chinese recruited him to work for a subsidiary of your company as part of their 1,000 Talents program.
They're what?
They pay people who've been educated outside of China a lot of money to work on Chinese-based technology.
And?
He jumped off his balcony the same day that Feng was arrested.
Okay, you don't seriously think that I'm gonna end up dead, do you? A PR guy who spends hours in meetings where I don't even understand the language and can't read the emails.
You don't even know what you might be implicated in.
I thought you were uncovering the story.
Changed my mind.
Look, I gotta fly out to Toronto in the morning.
Just out of the blue?
Yeah, just found out about an hour ago. I gotta go pack.
It is important to let our staff and clients know that the arrest of Feng Xiaozhou is really about political persecution on the part of the Americans. Of course, we want to be the world leaders in developing 5G technology, and we want to make a profit from that. But we have no intention to use our technology for any bad purposes. This is a crazy accusation by countries who are jealous of our success. I was informed an hour ago that Wang Weijing, our director of sales in Poland, has also been arrested on charges of espionage. This, of course, is another baseless act. Mr. Bowden,
I have come to the conclusion that I can no longer continue as Vice President of Corporate Affairs here in Canada. I'm resigning my position, effective immediately.
Madam Consular, could I ask you a few questions? Miss Fung, may I have a minute of your time, please? Miss Fung, 1 minute.
怎么样？还好吗？好。你看，
再耐心点儿，相信国家会努力纠正目前这个状况。
我自己受点罪倒没什么，可如果我真被引渡到美国，不仅华兴完了，中国2025计划也得玩完。
没错，所以尽一切可能让他们释放你，是我党当前的首要考量。
To lose your Canadian VP is extremely unfortunate.
We took the usual security measures when he left. I do not think he will be a liability. We have a non-disclosure agreement.
Have you spoken with our Canadian partners and clients about the situation?
Yes, all of them.
Are they nervous?
Yes. But I have assured them the matter will soon be fixed. They have no hesitation on continuing with the 5G research.
Good. I've been instructed to increase our public relations efforts. Our assurance that Huaxing is of great benefit to Canada, and that the arrest of Feng is a gross violation. And for our part, we have contacted Chinese-Canadian groups and businesses who receive generous donations and funding from us. They're being encouraged to speak out.
I will draft a memo to all Huaxing employees. A common line to take when talking to anyone about the matter.
Be sure to underline that we always operate in strict compliance with the laws of any country in which we do business. These allegations about us spying have already created a hostile environment in too many markets.
Noted.
I also suggest hiring some Canadian writers, people with connections to major news agencies. Have them construct op-eds that support Huaxing's business and technological presence here, as well as the injustice done to Feng. Those are some key talking points, and a list of possible Canadian journalists or spin doctors who also have useful political connections. There's one more thing.
You leave today?
Last flight out. How was your trip?
Oh, good. But until we find a replacement for Bowden, we need to work together even harder as a team.
How soon do you think before we find a replacement?
Not long. We may even promote from within. You've been with us now for 2 years.
Yes.
Would you like to be considered?
Well, frankly, I don't know if I'm qualified. I haven't spent too much time on the corporate side.
You're a smart guy, Ryan. You'll learn quickly. What's important is someone who already understands our corporate culture. Someone loyal. You'd be entitled to a much higher income, a bonus for taking the position, and a new luxury apartment leased in your name. How does that sound?
Amazing.
Good. Of course, these are only preliminary talks, no promises yet. I'm told that Jane Lee is your girlfriend.
We've been together for a while, yes.
And that her parents came over from China.
Yes.
Huh. Surprising that as a first-generation Chinese-Canadian person, she already has poorly formed ideas about our country. I was given an article published by her yesterday. Have you seen it?
No, we make it a point not to talk business or politics.
In most circumstances, I could see that work. But in this case, I don't think it possible. Some facts that may interest her. Something worth publishing.
I'll see what I can do.
We'll take all your efforts into consideration when we name our new vice president. Miss Lee's parents are actually in China right now visiting family, are they not?
Yes. Sorry, how did you know that?
It would be unfortunate if a few articles published in a Canadian newspaper were to cause such innocent people any difficulties.
Michael, sit. They'll only allow us a half-hour visit every 4 weeks.
What the hell is going on?
We can't know for sure, but we think you're being used in retaliation for the extradition arrest in Canada of Feng Xiaozhou.
I haven't done anything.
I know. We're doing everything we can to clear up the matter.
Like what?
Well, the Prime Minister, the Minister for Foreign Affairs, they're all making waves with our allies. But we're handcuffed by this American extradition request. That involves a complicated process.
Come on. I used to play the same game. Give the detainees some hope, even though you know it's bullshit. Is Feng being interrogated every day? Is she being subjected to hours and hours of questions that make no sense? And did they keep the light on in her cell and deprive her of sleep?
She's out on bail.
Well, that's great. I need you to tell me what you are unwilling to say. You need to be straight with me, because if I'm going to survive in here, I need the truth.
It's a mess, Michael. And I'm not sure how it's going to be fixed or when. Michael boy. When? My God. Hey, get me a briefing as soon as you hear.
大连市中级人民法院依法重新审理加拿大人彼得·谢勒走私毒品一案。
法官同志，我之前得到加拿大大使馆的保证。
这里是中国法庭，加拿大大使馆在这不管用。
可是我没有事先准备，再说检方也没有提出新的证据。
谁说没有新证据？我手中就是最高层提供给我们的证据。鉴于你的当事人所犯的罪行比我们之前了解的要严重得多，所以我们决定重新宣判。
全体起立。
被告人彼得·谢勒犯走私毒品罪，判处死刑，并处没收一切个人所得。你将在国安部所规定的时间被执行死刑。
Morning.
Thanks. What's this?
Just some information. I was hoping you could write an op-ed piece with it.
This reads like propaganda.
Not if you change the tone.
You can't be serious.
Look, I've never asked you for anything, but I could really use your help with this one.
I can't believe you're even proposing this to me.
A month from now, nobody will even remember that you wrote it. But this could change everything for me.
So this is all about you.
Jane, I am sitting on a real opportunity here. A big promotion, whole new condo, loads of money. I'm talking about a whole new life for the both of us.
You have no idea how lucky we are to be living in a free country, where we never have to keep our opinions to ourselves, or worry about who's listening at the door if we don't. If I do what you're asking me to, I'd be nothing. You be nothing. All the money in the world wouldn't change that.
Look, you said it yourself. Everyone's entitled to an opinion. So why not this one?
Come on, you know what I mean. Pretending to follow the law while circumventing sanctions against Iran is a crime in the US. Allowing it to happen by ignoring it, or worse, justifying it for the sake of progress or jobs, is just as bad as the crime itself.
Look at you all high and mighty. You know what's funny is you didn't seem to complain when I took us on that trip to Mexico last year. Bought you lunch the other day. You know what? Wouldn't be able to do any of those things with that Hua Sing's payroll. Jane.
Is there any chance that Trump will intervene?
I think the entire U.S. government is fed up with China going afoul of international laws.
They just arbitrarily sentenced a Canadian to death. There's no telling where this retaliation will end.
Can't the Chinese just wait it out?
You have to understand that everything in China is about saving face, and right now they feel betrayed, embarrassed, and by a friend. You could intervene.
That's not an option. We leave the Minister of Justice to handle it the way she sees fit.
It's complicated, James. Our allies need to increase the pressure for us.
The breakdown of support among the Chinese in this country for releasing Feng is 60-40.
Yeah, longtime Canadians and those from Hong Kong believe we're doing the right thing. They say, look, this is a different country. We have rules and freedoms. The case should take its course. It's mostly new immigrants and a few old guards who still wave the Chinese Communist flag.
It's hard to believe that Feng gets to sit in her mansion with her family hosting dinner parties, while Freeman and Spader disappear down a rabbit hole, and then poor Scheller facing the bloody death penalty.
I know it seems ironic, but they're playing on perceived Canadian values about legal rights and fair play.
How worried should we be about these three Canadians?
This is the first time they are torturing and possibly killing white foreigners like they do every day with ethnic Chinese.
Can you comment on why the Chinese government has responded so strongly to the arrest of Feng Xiaozhou?
I don't know why China has responded so strongly. I do know that the president of China is very angry about this. Perhaps because Huajing is a national flagship company. It is a special Chinese company. Look, there are basically three options. One, she is extradited. That would not be a happy outcome, and that would take years because she would have the right to appeal all the way to the Supreme Court of Canada. Two, the American government makes some sort of deal with China, a deal that would, part of which would be that they no longer seek extradition. And we would hope the deal would also be that they save the 3 Canadians. The third option would be Ms. Feng is released by a Canadian court.
What the hell is he doing?
So McAvoy goes back to his old writing, invites only the Chinese language media, and then spouts off a statement that could have easily come from Feng's lawyers at the Chinese embassy. Is this an actual liberal strategy, or did you just go rogue?
I mean, it's hard to believe that the government would tell the English media that they're following a legal process, that Trump should stop waving a trade deal as a solution, and then tell the Chinese government that they need U.S. political intervention to solve this.
It's typical Canadian suck and blow diplomacy. It's a stupid tactic. It's never worked for us, not in this century or the last.
Sorry, guys. I gotta go.
I regret that my comments with respect to the legal proceedings of Ms. Feng have caused confusion. I misspoke. Because the Canadian government has consistently made clear there is no political involvement in the process. Thanks.
Mr. McAvoy, I'm a reporter. I wonder if I could ask you a few questions?
I have a few moments, so yes.
Okay, great. What solution to the Feng issue would you hope to see?
Well, from Canada's point of view, if the United States dropped its extradition request for Ms. Feng, that'd be great for us.
Is that now the official position of the government, to have the United States drop the extradition request?
Look, everything I say here is strictly off the record.
You knew I was a reporter, so your first statement is on the record. From here on, I will keep it off the record.
You'll have to excuse me. There's someone I need to speak to.
And in international news, Canadian Prime Minister Jules Tremblay has asked his ambassador to China, James McAvoy, to step down following comments McAvoy made regarding detained Huaxing executive Feng Xiaozhou.
I suppose, given everything that's just happened, it's probably better I don't go back to China for a while. Not exactly saving face, is it?
加拿大总理发表声明称，他已于昨晚要求并接受麦考威辞去驻华大使职务。他对麦考威过去20年服务于公共事务表示感谢。麦考威曾在自由党内阁。
McAvoy's resignation comes after being quoted in the Vancouver Post as saying, "It would be great for Canada if the United States drops an extradition request against Fung."
Your article just got James McAvoy fired.
I didn't get him fired. His own words did.
He was at a charity lunch on his way back to China where he actually might have done some good, but you just had to corner him, didn't you?
I was doing my job.
And that is more important than the ability of a successful company to go on employing thousands of Canadians.
That's the public relations message you're trying to get across right now?
You got a better one?
Yeah. How about Fang puts an end to posturing, voluntarily goes back to the States, and proves in a court of law that the accusations against her and her company are unfounded?
No, not gonna happen. Not now, not ever.
You know, you could actually blow the whistle on some of this. Help force the issue and create a better world.
Jesus, then what? What, look at myself in the mirror with some sense of pride before I go off to the unemployment line? What difference would I even make?
It would make a difference to me.
You know, when people got past basic human survival and started trading and buying things that we wanted, we all found ways to bend the rules. Rules put in place by those who maneuvered and fought and frankly cheated to gain an advantage. People who will do anything to keep that advantage. It's how the world works, and it always will. A month from now, Fang will be back in China, free to live her life and to continue operating her company, and you won't give a second thought to the damage you've caused because everyone else will have moved on to a different story.
I'm taking a risk covering this story, Ryan. A big one. But this is a democracy. Reporters write the truth, editors allow that truth to be published. The legal system operates without interference, full stop. A country full of rich executives with all their luxury goods and no real freedom for them or anyone else is not worth a damn.
You keep this up, you're gonna get hurt, Jane.
Are you threatening me? Is that why I found a dead cat on top of my car the other day?
I don't know anything about a dead cat.
Right now, I don't know that I believe you.
Look, I'm still here, but these are serious people, and they know everything about you and your family.
Oh my God, I can't believe this.
I'm not threatening you. I'm trying to help.
Okay, I'll drop the story. If you'll give all of it up too. Let's sort this thing out. Put her life back together.
I'm sorry. I can't.
这可怎么办呢？麦可威被炒鱿鱼了。
老冯，不要太悲观。不管是谁接替了他的职位，都会积极帮助扭转局势的。
无论如何，千万不能把我女儿引渡到美国去啊！
这个你放心，你女儿不会伤到半根毫毛。她和她的家人都会继续在加拿大享受舒适而奢华的生活，只是行动上不太方便而已。但是有一点她必须记得：什么是最重要的？那就是我们的秘密计划。这涉及到中国的未来。
Lawyers for Feng Xiaozhou have filed a notice for civil claim in the British Columbia Supreme Court. Feng's suit argues that her charter rights were infringed. It also seeks tort and punitive damages and other costs. Since her arrest in December, Canada's relationship with China, its second biggest trading partner, has been strained. On Friday, the Federal Justice Department had greenlit an extradition case against Feng Xiaozhou.
Hello? 什么？什么时候？为什么？好的，有消息马上告诉我。
Is everything all right?
My parents were just detained in China at the airport on their way back here.
Shit.
My cousin's there right now. She's gonna call me when she has more information.
Look, maybe you should back off. Let somebody else stay on the story. Somebody that has no connections to China.
No. I need to do this. It's the only way I have to fight back.